if you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why do I look soft even though I'm not that big, you're in the right place. And today I'm going to teach you how to fix skinny fat without cutting out your culture, career, or your confidence. And let's just start with my story. Guys, I've been through absolutely everything. On the far left, as you can see, I've been anorexically skinny. In the middle, I've been skinny fat, unconfident, and just felt like absolute shit. Until I finally got to my result, which I wanted to achieve, okay? And yeah, I've been through it. Just so you know, I'm brought up in a Gujarati household. My mum is vegetarian, so I was eating these type of foods. And the thing about this culture, I generally thought for me to achieve this result, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because of so many limiting beliefs, which I'll get into. But guys, I've been spinning my plates for over 5 to 6 years until I finally achieved the result I wanted to achieve. Because I thought of the following. I generally thought of these limiting beliefs. So I'm going to go over why South Asian men stay skinny fat. The first things first, it's my genetics. Oh, I can't achieve a result because I'm Indian. No, that's far from the truth. You just never had the right structure in your life. Okay, this version of Dylan here always thought, oh, I can never get to this version because it's my genetics. But that's far from the truth. Number two, I have to cut out Indian foods. You can still lose fat eating roti and rice. It's all about understanding our culture, understanding the foods, because our food is high carbs, low protein. Is made of ghee, is made of oil, is made of dal. It's all about understanding our foods and incorporating the right things. That's literally it. Number three, I'm too busy to train. No, you're not busy to train. I mean, you guys are following training splits is unrealistic. Training 5 to 6 times per week. All you need is 2 to 3 times per week. As my boy Shan here, look at him, smashed it. Okay. Also, cutting and bulking is the only way. That is far from the truth because there's a smarter hybrid strategy for you to get to where you want to be. Like, if this kid knew that, I would have got here so much quicker. Okay? So this leads me on to which skinny fat are you? Are you type 1, which is flat and soft, or type 2, which is high body fat? So you need to identify what one do you fit into. So flat and soft is not much fat, but but no muscle, and still have a lot of gut, like a visceral gut, and then the adipose tissue in the midsection. As you can see, flat arms, no chest, no shoulders. Or you type 2, which is more higher body fat. Bigger belly, soft arms with very, very little muscle. So what one do you fit into? What one do you fit into? Okay? So, why South Asian men stay skinny fat? They go through the mindset of cutting or bulking. Cutting and bulking. That's exactly what this version of Dylan did. He was literally spinning his wheels. He was cutting, bulking. But if you cut, you end up getting smaller and still flabby. If you bulk, you'll gain fat and you feel even worse, like I did here. Like I felt like absolute dog here. Or like you're just honestly just reacting and not following a strategy which works for your specific body type. So the fourth part of framework we use inside our coaching. Number 1, build muscle whilst even losing fat. So Dev, as you can see here, went through a body recomposition, and for you to achieve this result, it's not endless cardio, it's not all of this, it's literally going for a recomposition. So keeping your calories and maintenance, training, hitting weights, it's very, very important for you to achieve that result, because if you just do endless cardio, for example, it lowers your metabolism. But if you hit weights, it's going to increase your metabolism, so you drop body fat like this. Okay. Number 2, learning how to eat protein. Because a lot of the Indian diet consists of low protein, high carbs. So understanding rich Indian meals and having Indian meals which are high in protein, decent carbs, decent fat, decent fiber, which will allow you to achieve this result. And a lot of people just, it's guesswork. I mean, the version of Dylan you've seen before, he's like, oh, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? No. He was never given a proven structure, and we've got a proven structure. Also, lean gaining phase of recomposition is the perfect thing, and I'll get into that with a couple more clients, because the best thing to do if you're skinny fat is go for recomposition. Okay, so let's get into it. So 16-week recomp for Akash. This is exactly what we achieved. Akash, believe it or not, that is the guy you just saw, and as you can see, pot belly. He loves chai. I mean, just to give you a bit of background on Akash, works ridiculous hours, and we achieved this result training 2 to 3 times in the gym. All we did is increase his NEAT, which is non-exercise activity for Moses, his steps expenditure. We've got him on the right diet. I mean, don't get it wrong, Akash loved a social occasion. He would always go out on the weekend. But it's one of the things where we completely restructured his plan and made it sustainable, training 2 to 3 times per week, having a high protein Indian diet, and he had accountability with me and Luke in his corner, which allowed him to level up. I mean, look, midsection on point, so much more muscle, chest is finally popping, and look at the state of him before. Look at the state of him before. He looked like a bloody alien. Crazy. And this leads me onto my next guy, Nitesh. Same situation, high stress job, very sedentary, because us Asians, obviously, yet again, careers are number one focus. But if we feel like shit, you want to achieve a result, and this is exactly what Nitesh achieved. He managed to transform between 2 times a week, 2 times per week, 45-minute sessions. And the beautiful thing about Nitesh, he thought it was, my language, fucking impossible, because he was vegetarian. So he was against, obviously, when you're Indian and you can eat meat, of course you have access to lean protein options like chicken, turkey, all this stuff, right? But with Nitesh, his backer was against the wall. He's like, oh my God, I can't achieve this. This is impossible. I'm vegetarian. But this is where paneer, seitan, protein shakes, chickpeas, kidney beans, lentils, all this stuff we incorporated for him to achieve this result. And he's the most confident version of himself. Doesn't feel like shit anymore. Has more energy. Like, a lot of foods that we have will leave you feeling with no energy. And guys, knowing ain't enough. You can't just YouTube your way to a result. You need structure, accountability, and a coach that understands you. I have worked and been in the game for 5 years. I've done photo shoot preps. I've worked with over 500 people across the world and transformed their lives. So this leads me on to booking in your free call. Guys, as you can see here, Sham, Dev, Jay, Aman, Himesh, Jay, Saad, and Sachin. All these people in the same boat, in the exact same boat that you are. And this is a perfect opportunity to go into the link down below, booking yourself in for a free call, and we can have a conversation how we can move from A to B. Because if you're skinny fat, if you're stuck, and if you need the structure which can be fit around your lifestyle without giving up the foods, your confidence, or your culture, just click the link below and let's have a conversation and we'll go from there. But guys, I hope this webinar is really, really valuable, because yet again, I was spinning my plates. I was in the same position as you were. But now, this is what you need to do to achieve the life that you want to achieve.